Marcus Rashford! Oh, yes!
Marcus Rashford is arguably one of the most hated football superstars around the globe, from facing relentless bullying to enduring ceaseless criticism about his playing style, Twitter hate quotes. It's no surprise why he's barely in spotlight.
Marcus Rashford says he will never apologise for who he is after being subjected to racist abuse online.
But what if I tell you that Marcus Rashford is a misunderstood superstar with achievements as big as becoming the youngest player to reach 250 Premier League appearances and surpassing football legends like Ryan Giggs, Wayne Rooney and David Beckham, while also having a kind heart? It seems like all of this hate is misguided. So how did this all start, and why is he so hated? To find out, we need to go back to where it all began. A city that breathes football, but for most kids here, dreams feel like a million miles away. Born on October 31st, 1997 in Manchester, England, Marcus grew up in a world where dreams seemed distant but not impossible. Raised by a single mother in a modest household.
You know, my mum was a single parent. She's got 5 kids that was all living in the same house.
The young Rashford faced uncertainty and hardship from an early age.
Sometimes it was really bad. I'd rather give the food to the kids than give it to myself. Sometimes I didn't get anything to...
Melanie, as a single parent, juggled multiple jobs to provide for Marcus and his 4 siblings. Despite her tireless efforts, there were times when putting food on the table became a daunting challenge. Playing a pivotal role in nurturing the kids, Marcus recalled how his mother would often skip meals herself to ensure that her children had enough to eat. She sacrificed endlessly to support his passion, whether it was buying him his first pair of boots or cheering him on from the sidelines. As Marcus fondly recalls, she did what she could under those circumstances. Despite the setbacks, football was the constant spark that ignited young Marcus's passion, that offered him joy at the pitch. The sport wasn't just a hobby for him. It was a lifeline, a beacon of hope in an otherwise bleak existence. With a ball at his feet, Marcus felt free and unburdened by the challenges of his circumstances. From the age of 5, Marcus showed an extraordinary talent for football. His first coach, Dave Horrocks, noticed his raw talent and boundless energy at a local club called Fletcher Moss Rangers. It was here that Marcus began his journey towards greatness. He wasn't just another kid playing football, he was a prodigy in the making. At the age of 7, Marcus joined the prestigious Manchester United Academy and strived to be an exceptional player. Injuries had ravaged Manchester United's attacking options, leaving a gap that needed filling. Enter Marcus Rashford, a young forward brimming with talent.
Now then, Rashford! Rashford!
The most remarkable thing about Rashford's debut wasn't just the goals.
Bouncing around Mata to cut it back again, and Rashford has got the dream!
It was the way he played, fearless, determined, full of energy. A young player who looked like he belonged.
Goal that he was looking for in his day.
Marcus Rashford had shown the world he belonged on the biggest stage, and that's exactly what happened just 3 days later.
Mata goes in, 1-0.
Rashford made his Premier League debut with a bang, scoring 2 goals and providing an assist in a thrilling 3-2 win over Arsenal. Former manager Louis van Gaal hailed his performance as fantastic, even saying it was better than his first match. But Van Gaal also urged the press to ease off on the hype, feeling Rashford had the character to cope with the pressure.
Takes yet another step up the ladder. And it's a lad from Manchester.
The Manchester derby is a clash of titans, but on this day, a young star rose above the rest. Rashford once again made history in the Manchester derby, scoring the only goal and securing his team's first away league win over Manchester City since 2012. He did it at just 18 years and 141 days old. That makes him the youngest scorer in the fixture during the Premier League era, breaking Wayne Rooney's record by almost a whole year. The Manchester United faithful were witnessing the birth of a star. As his first season came to a close, Rashford led the line in the FA Cup final against Crystal Palace, which ended in a 2-1 victory. This marked United's 12th FA Cup win and Rashford's first piece of silverware. He wrapped up the season with 8 goals in 18 appearances and won the Jimmy Murphy Young Player of the Year award on May 16, 2016. Just weeks after his phenomenal debut season with Manchester United, Marcus Rashford received his first call-up to the England senior team. This was a significant moment, showcasing the rapid recognition his talent had garnered. And Rashford didn't disappoint. He made his debut a night to remember, etching his name in the history books. By scoring on his debut, he became the youngest English player to achieve this feat.
It doesn't seem real. I remember going home after and speaking to my brother about it, and he agreed with me, like he didn't fit.
Further solidifying his reputation as a rising star, the momentum continued throughout the summer of 2016 and Rashford secured a place in the England squad for the UEFA European Championship. Although young, he gained valuable experience playing on the international stage, becoming the youngest player to feature in the tournament. Back at Manchester United, Rashford's impact continued. His performances in the 2016-2017 season, including a crucial win against rivals Manchester City, solidified his place in the team. By this point, he was no longer just a promising youngster, but a vital part of the squad. Rashford's contributions extended beyond the Premier League. He played a key role in Manchester United's Europa League campaign. This versatility and dedication further cemented his reputation as a young player with a bright future. So what fueled hate against Rashford in the years to come? The weight of history. In August 2018, the legendary number 10 shirt passed from Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Marcus Rashford. It wasn't just a jersey, it was a symbol of immense responsibility and the hopes of millions of Manchester United fans. After a breakout season, the anticipation around Rashford was electric. Could he live up to the legacy? The season that unfolded became a story of highs and lows, a testament to Rashford's raw talent and his journey of self-discovery. A rocky start, the dream quickly turned sour. United stumbled out of the gates, losing 3-2 to Brighton and a shocking 3-0 defeat to Tottenham. Rashford struggled to make an impact, his confidence waning under the weight of expectation. The frustration of the fans grew louder with every missed opportunity. On September 2nd, 2018, a red card for an off-the-ball headbutt against Burnley became a symbol of Rashford's struggles. The media and fans alike criticised his lack of discipline and inconsistency. The harsh voice of manager Jose Mourinho added to the pressure. He publicly questioned Rashford's maturity, claiming he lacked the character and aggression needed to wear the number 10 shirt. The atmosphere around the club was tense, and Rashford's confidence plummeted as the team sputtered. Was the weight of the number 10 shirt too heavy Rashford to carry? A turning point arrived on December 19th, 2018, with the arrival of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The new manager believed in Rashford, and the young striker responded.
Drops nicely, Rashford shots. It's got in. Marcus Rashford.
Goals started flowing again.
A sizzling strike. Oh, what a strike. And it takes 3 minutes of the...
He announced his return to form with a strike in Ole's first game in charge, a 5-1 victory over Cardiff City. Stunning goals against Tottenham and Brighton followed, proving the spark was back. The defining moment, facing PSG in the Champions League in March 2019, United were underdogs. Key players were injured, and the odds were stacked against them, but this was where Rashford truly stepped up. The first leg at Old Trafford was a nightmare for United. Completely outplayed, PSG star-studded team capitalised, strolling to a comfortable 2-0 victory. Injuries and suspensions to key players left United as huge underdogs to win the return leg, much less turn around a 0-2 deficit and qualify for the next stage. Leading the line with a team of youngsters, Rashford shouldered the responsibility and turned this night into one United fans would never forget.
Lukaku's in, real chance, round the goalkeeper, can he score? Mbappe, far post. He keeps famous, and Lukaku scores!
And then, in stoppage time, with nerves of steel, he converted the decisive penalty against legendary goalkeeper Gigi Buffon. Roar of the crowd erupted as the ball hit the net. This 3-1 victory sent United to the next round, etching Rashford's name in United folklore. But the joy wouldn't last. As the season progressed, Rashford's form dipped again. The consistency he craved remained elusive, and the criticism returned. This season of duality perfectly captured the essence of Marcus Rashford, a young talent with immense potential, still on a journey of self-discovery. Questions marks still remained. Did Rashford have the mentality to be a truly top player? Off the pitch, Rashford became a national hero in the UK. In June 2020, following COVID-19, he launched a campaign to end child food poverty, successfully pushing the government to provide free school meals to vulnerable children during holidays. This effort earned him widespread acclaim, though some critics questioned if his activism affected his game. Rashford was awarded Member of the Order of the British Empire from Prince William at Windsor Castle for his tireless campaign to support vulnerable children during the pandemic.
The services to vulnerable children in the United Kingdom during COVID-19.
With his proud mum Melanie by his side, Rashford didn't just make headlines. He made history by advocating for the UK government to make 2 major U-turns, ensuring free school meals during the holidays and transforming lives across the nation. But many critics were buzzing and speculating that this honour would distract Rashford from his game. They questioned whether he could juggle his off-field activism with his football career. Soon, Rashford silenced the doubters. He showed unmatched resilience and dedication, both on and off the pitch. He didn't just continue his fight against food poverty, he escalated it, forming a task force with major supermarkets and food banks, and all the while he kept delivering stellar performances for Manchester United. As Rashford himself declared, "There's a lot of work to be done, but we'll keep pushing." During the 2020 to 2021 season, Rashford was on fire.
James for the club, 2 goals today. It's James Rashford!
On October 28, 2020, Rashford scored a stunning hat-trick against RB Leipzig in the Champions League, helping Manchester United secure a 5-0 win. Throughout the season, he netted 21 goals and provided 15 assists in all competitions. Later on February 9, 2021, during a hard-fought 1-0 win against West Ham in the FA Cup, Rashford marked his 250th appearance for the club, becoming the 4th youngest player to reach this milestone. Despite these achievements, critics often pointed out his inconsistencies and missed opportunities. A pivotal moment came on May 26, 2021, during United's Europa League final against Villarreal. Rashford played the full 120 minutes, but United lost 11-10 in a heartbreaking penalty shootout. Fans were quick to point fingers at him. On June 6, 2021, Rashford experienced another career-defining moment. He had the honour of captaining the England national team for the first time in a friendly against Romania. With the captain's armband, he converted a penalty and secured a 1-0 victory. This achievement made him the youngest England captain since Michael Owen in 2003 and the 7th Manchester United player to lead the national team while scoring in the same game. As Euro 2020 approached, Rashford was named in the prestigious 26-man squad, donning the number 11 shirt. But behind the roar of the crowd and the bright stadium lights lies a darker side of football. One where even the brightest stars can be cast into shadows by a single moment. For Marcus Rashford, Euro 2020 was that moment. In the final against Italy on July 11th, 2021, the stage was all set to win.
On that list.
We stand for the national anthems, starting with Italy.
The weight of a nation's expectations, the pressure of a critical match, and the hopes of millions rested on his shoulders as he stepped onto the pitch as a substitute in the final minutes of extra time. With the match tied at 1-1, he was chosen to take England's 3rd penalty during the shootout. The stadium fell silent as Rashford approached the spot, but his shot struck the post and went wide.
The woodwork.
Italy went on to win the tournament after saving 2 more penalties than Rashford's missed penalty.
And hits the post.
From questions about his decision-making on the pitch to doubts about his effectiveness in crucial moments, Rashford has faced scrutiny from fans, pundits, and even former teammates. The aftermath of the Euro 2020 final brought a different, much darker type of criticism. Rashford, along with teammates Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka, who also missed their penalties, was subjected to a torrent of abuse. social media exploded with hateful and racist remarks directed at the young players. Rashford himself revealed he had received at least 70 racial slurs online following the loss. He even faced racial abuse, to which he tweeted, "Humanity and social media at its worst," urging social media companies to take stronger actions to stop such vile behaviour.
It's still a big problem. He doesn't score enough goals. And again, if you want to be the main striker at Man United, I don't think he has that. I know he's a good athlete, but doesn't have that big physical presence. I don't think he's great with his back to goal.
Former Manchester United captain Gary Neville remarked on Rashford's need to improve his decision-making skills. Rashford needs to reflect on his choices and timing. It's your job to fix it, and you have to drag other people up with you because I'm watching. Marcus Rashford now, and he reminds me of Marshall, and that's the worst possible thing you can probably say about him. The overwhelming wave of support that followed from fans, fellow players, and public figures highlighted the absurdity and injustice of the backlash, but the scars of such widespread hate were undeniable. Following the heartbreak of Euro 2020, Rashford faced an uphill battle. He had a persistent shoulder injury and underwent surgery in August 2021, sidelining him for the first 2 months of the 2021-2022 season. This absence meant missing England's World Cup qualifiers against Hungary, Andorra, and Poland. When Rashford made his comeback in October 2021, the road to recovery was tough. He struggled to find his rhythm, managing only 5 goals in 32 appearances. Critics were relentless. Social media was brutal, with some fans and pundits questioning his commitment and even suggesting he should be sold. Due to his dip in form, Rashford was left out of the England squad for the March 2022 friendlies and the June Nations League matches. England manager Gareth Southgate noted that Rashford, along with, had much to do to earn a spot in the World Cup squad. The criticism didn't stop. Every missed opportunity and underwhelming performance was scrutinised, casting doubt on his future at Manchester United. The season 2022 to 2023 was the season to return to form. Despite his struggles, Rashford made a goal-scoring return in a 4-2 away loss to Leicester, coming off the bench to make it 2-2.
Rashford, 23 goals for this campaign.
New manager Ralph Rangnick praised him as one of the top strikers in England. On August 22, 2022, Rashford reminded everyone of his talent by scoring twice in a 2-1 win against Liverpool.
Marcus Rashford!
His hard work paid off again on October 30th, 2022, when he scored his 100th United goal in a 1-0 win against West Ham, becoming the first player since Wayne Rooney to reach this milestone. By the end of the season, Rashford had scored 20 goals in all competitions, helping United to a third-place finish in the Premier League. Marcus Rashford signed a new contract with Manchester United until 2028, but the road wasn't smooth. In November 2023, he was dropped by manager Ten Hag after hosting a birthday party post a loss to Manchester City. Then in January 2024, Rashford missed an FA Cup game against Newport County after calling in sick and faced an intense backlash from fans, pundits and the coaches. Former captain Gary Neville had some strong words for Marcus Rashford, and it made waves.
I've always seen Marcus as being really responsible, a good professional, someone who works hard every single day. And not he's going through a dip in form at this moment in time, but it's happened once, it's now happened twice, and it sometimes can become your personality if you're not careful. And
the words were quite strong from Neville. Former footballer Roy Keane didn't hold back either and labelled the winger an idiot for his decision-making skills. His decision-making at his time is obviously not very good. I don't think his attitude is of "I don't care anymore" type thing about the game. I don't think it is. But his behaviour is that of an idiot. He's giving people that opportunity to go after him. He's 26. We've all been there and made daft mistakes. We've done worse than that. I've never thought for 1 minute that he's some nasty bad lad. He's certainly made a few mistakes. Keane also suggested why the 26-year-old is coming under so much fire. He further added, the fact that United is struggling, he's an easy target. United isn't having the best of seasons, and Marcus Rashford hasn't been helping his case with his performances either. He's failed to deliver expectations. The attacking forward has seemed like a shell of his former self, bagging just 6 goals from 24 outings for the side. Manager Erik Ten Hag also commented on the situation. He has taken responsibility, and for the rest, it's an internal matter, case closed. But there were others who didn't let go of Rashford's repetitive actions so easily. Former football manager Marco van Basten too slammed Marcus for his performance in MU's FA Cup win over Coventry City on April 21st. I saw Rashford play against Coventry. What was this guy doing? It was an unbelievable sight. Didn't make any runs, didn't try anything on the ball, passing every ball he received straight back. He looks like he is playing indoor football with his buddies. However, in April 2024, Rashford has hit back at social media abuse following intense hate, declaring, "Enough is enough." But let's not forget the high points. In the FA Cup final at Wembley, Manchester United clinched a thrilling 2-1 victory against Manchester City, marking their 13th triumph in the tournament. Rashford was seen shedding tears on the pitch, a mix of relief and joy, despite being excluded from Gareth Southgate's provisional Euro 2024 squad and facing many career uncertainties. Rashford's resilience and contribution to United's win shone brightly. Now, while Rashford has faced criticism and numerous challenges, his true fans stand by him, no matter what. It's like in many families, we can be harsh on those we love, but the support never really wavers. So, what do you think? Can Rashford rise again and become the player we all know he can be? Is the criticism fair, or will he overcome these challenges and re-establish himself as a top player? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think about Rashford's future. But if you ever question my commitment to Man United, that's when I have to speak up. It's like somebody questioning my entire identity and everything I stand for as a man.